Okay, so field mode, full gain, 40 kilohertz. Recovery speed is 8. Let's check audio gain. Audio gain's 1. Pitch tones. Iron brake is 20. All metal. Ooh, sun's coming out. The heck? Oh my goodness. That's a huge aluminum billet or something. That's crazy. Look at that. How'd I miss it? Maybe I didn't. Maybe it's in the plug or in the whole sidewall. Is there anything in here? Oh my goodness. A penny. No, that's a dime. Dime. Penny. Major coin spill. Dime. 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 That looks like some kind of electrical contact. How did I miss that? Like off center. That's crazy. Another dime. Is it a dime? Yep. What the heck is that? That's a big wad of foil. clear, it's cleared. Back at Beaver Creek permission. I'll stick that in that little seam there just to keep it down a little bit more. So really, this site is what I use for target practice. So it's got to be in the plug. Probably a surface target. Yeah, I don't think I needed a plug on that one. Adjust the camera here a little bit. Been trying to get my camera angle set right. Alrighty. What we got here? Penny, dime, you know, it's one thing to detect, right? But once you start doing videos, it adds a whole nother aspect to it. And of course, I'm using a 360 camera, which makes it even more challenging. Alright, I'm gonna try to get this one from the surface. So I'm trying to get it set up so that I can walk the view without it flipping on me. It's a 360 thing. I don't know if it's specific to Insta 360 or other 360 cameras, but I suspect all 360 cameras are going to have the same issue, as they have there's an origin within, because you got a sphere. So basically you're taking two images and you're mapping those images into a sphere. And to keep track of all that, there's an origin where everything starts to stitch from. And if you have your camera set on the too close to that origin, it really messes. The gyros can't figure out where you're at, and you get this wobbling thing going on. Probably a dime. Quarter maybe? I don't think it's that deep. Am I on target? I think so. Close enough. It's going to be something bigger than it's going to be on the surface. I think it's a quarter. Quarter. Penny or dime. That's probably a penny. This is probably a dime. Let's see. I'm calling dime on this one. On the surface. Alrighty. Oh, did it drop back in? Oh, it's totally way off on that. That was a quarter on edge. Oh, wait a minute. 2 quarters on edge. They were both stacked up on edge together. So I totally blew that one. I called penny on this one. Oh boy. Making a super mess here. Fall back in the hole. There it is. Penny. This one was right on the surface, so I made a big mess of that. I'll clean it up. So Beaver Creek is our range for target practice, or at least my range for target practice. Well, so this is exactly what those 2 quarters on edge sounded like. I called it a dime. I call it a dime again. How deep is it? Alright. We'll cut a little plug with the hand digger. I don't know. Sometimes I don't like doing, plugs like this with the hand digger. I like to just kind of pop it up like that, see how it breaks apart. And a lot of times it'll push stuff up like it did with that penny. Now, I've already failed on calling this target because I called it a dime and it's a penny has popped out. I think that was it. And then you just push it back in like that. Then you don't have to worry about, a tear in the grass is a lot easier to push back in, and there's less problems with the grass dying out or it being sucked up in the lawnmower. We'll go over settings again. So, settings are field mode, full gain, 40 kilohertz. Recovery speed is 8. Iron brake is 20. Tone is pitch tones. I have not done a ground balance yet. I'll go ahead and do one now. I don't think it's necessary, but I will anyways. Penny. Pennies and dimes can read up very close to each other. Notice I said can because it all depends, right? See how I pop that up like that? Penny. I just prefer popping it out if I can. I don't like to, you know, dig a horseshoe shape plug with my hand digger if I don't have to. Probably another penny. .44 VDI. Left-handed. I usually detect right-handed. Having to switch that up just to, because I've been getting back pain, so finding that switching sides with what I'm doing as far as activity helps. Another surface target. Yep. Dime. I think I called penny on that one. But like I said, pennies and dimes can read up so closely together. And these are fresh drops, right? These have probably been in the ground for about a year. This field, this range, I'll call it the target practice range, hasn't had anything added to it for over a year. And there's still original targets in the ground here too. $52, $53, $54. I bet you that's a $50. Maybe not. Felt something down there. Could be a rock or something else. $50 right there. Is that a $50? Yep. $50, 50-cent piece. It's about 3 inches down. dime or penny. Could be quarters though, right? Those 2 quarters on edge. I wonder if having them stacked on edge like that created a kind of a surface effect to it. That was definitely bizarre. Much different than what I expect for quarters. They were reading up lower than they normally would. I think that might be what's called the surface effect. I'm just wandering. There's enough targets out here that you don't have to grid. Not that I grid anyways. I'm kind of horrible about how I detect from the perspective of path. I just wander. And then when I spin around on a target, I'll get reoriented and take off in a different direction. Alright, very noisy ground now. So I'm gonna take recovery speed up a little bit here. So we're gonna go recovery speed right now is at 8. I'm gonna go up to 10. I'm just gonna drop down my gain just a little bit to 28. I'm gonna drop gain down to 26. Alright, let's go back up to 28. I was just trying to see if like there's a layer, you know, that I can tap into by changing my gain. I already know this is a burn pile here. A lot of nails in it. I'm at 40 kilohertz, so I'm gonna go to 15. Now I haven't changed my iron brake, so that means I've just dropped my conductivity down on targets. That's that nail pile I was into last week. Okay, I'm gonna go to 20 kilohertz. Take my gain all the way back up to full. Can I do a ground balance here? Maybe. I'm gonna get more over here. What do you think? Falsing? There's a target there. One of the struggles I'm having right now is because I'm detecting with my left hand. Most of my detecting I do with right hand, so my left hand is not as near performant as my right hand, and I have a hard time controlling speed of my swing. You want your swing speed to be as steady as possible. You can actually even change your speed on your sweep to get to get additional information of what you're detecting. So until I get my left left-hand swing better trained, I'm going to struggle a little bit more than if I was using my right arm. Alright, I think it's a surface target. I don't know on this one. I don't think it's iron, but it could be. Could be a nail. Definitely not a coin, is it? So this is the burn pile. You'll get melted stuff like this. Anything else in there? Nope. Everything that's been planted out here is all random. It's not... There's no rhyme or reason to the targets. But one of the reasons I do this on this permission is because the owner is a friend, so I can get away with doing things that you wouldn't otherwise be able to do on a permission. He waters his yard year-round, so if it needs to be watered. That's another reason when it starts getting dry, I can still come out here and do detecting practice, you know. I don't know what that is. Definitely a different lower tone than from what we have been dealing with.